All right, now that I've shown you how to open an image from the Windows Explorer, that is to say the desktop, or the Macintosh Finder, I'm going to show you the various ways to close images. And this can be useful for a couple of reasons. First of all, to reduce clutter, because after all, every single one of your open images is represented by a tab. And so if I wanted to switch to that original TIFF image, I would click on that tab. Another reason is what's known as history, which is Photoshop's version of multiple undos. And so by default, Photoshop is keeping track of the last 50 history states, that is multiple undos, on an image by image basis. And each one of these states, these history states, take up a lot of room in memory, that is in your computer's RAM. So it's often a good idea to close as you go. So if you want to close an image, you just click its close box up here in the title tab. It's located to the right of the title on the PC and to the left of the title on the Mac. That's just an operating system thing. Or you can go up to the File menu and choose one of the close commands. Close is going to close the active document, the one that you're looking at. Close all will close all of the open images. And close others will close all of the images except the one you're looking at. All right, now that's pretty straightforward, but what do you do if you have unsaved changes? For example, I'm going to take this image right here, and I'm going to go up to the image menu, choose adjustments, and then choose invert, which is going to invert all the colors as we're seeing here. And I know now that I've made a change to this image that has not been saved because I'm seeing this little asterisk up here in the title tab. So anytime you see an asterisk outside of the parentheses, that is telling you that you have unsaved changes. All right, I'll do something different to the JPEG file. I'll go to the filter menu, choose render, and then choose clouds. And that's going to replace the image with what's known as fractal noise, which simulates the appearance of clouds, as we're seeing right here. And now again, we have an unsaved change associated with this document. And then finally, I'll switch over to the PSD file, and I'll just go ahead and turn off the one-on-one layer, let's say, by clicking on its eye icon over here on the left side of the layers panel. Notice that hides the layer inside the image window, and it produces an asterisk up here in the title tab. Then I'll click on the title tab for the one image I haven't modified. Notice it does not have an asterisk. And I'll go up to the File menu and I'll choose Close Others. At which point Photoshop's going to switch between the images and it's going to say, hey, wait a sec, you have unsaved changes. Do you want to save those changes? In which case you click the Yes button here on the PC. That would be the Save button on the Mac. You want to go ahead and close the image and abandon the changes, in which case you click No here on the PC or Don't Save on the Mac, or do you just want to cancel the close operation? If you click Cancel, by the way, then you'll stop closing those images. All right, so I'm going to switch back to the Ping image, return to the File menu and choose Close Others, at which point I'll see that same alert message. If you like shortcuts, then you can tap Y for the Yes button, just Y by itself, or S for Save on the Mac. If you don't want to save your changes, then you tap N for No here on the PC, or D for Don't Save on the Mac. And if you want to cancel the close operation, then you press the Escape key. In my case, what I want to do is I don't want to save any of those dreadful changes I just made, which is often the case, by the way. Oftentimes in Photoshop, especially when you're learning how to use the program or trying to figure out a technique, you're just playing inside the program. You're just experimenting with the file and you don't want to save the changes. And so let's say in my case, I don't want to save any changes. I don't want to have to sit here and click the No button for each and every image that I modified. So I'm going to turn on Apply to All, and then click No, and that way I'll save all those other images, all the inactive images, without saving their changes. And now all I have left is the Ping file. And if I now want to close it, then I just click on that close box. Or if you're more comfortable, you can go up to the File menu and choose the Close command. What you don't necessarily want to do is click the Close button in the top right corner of the screen here under Windows, because that will actually quit the program. Anyway, I'm just going to close this file, and that's going to take me, at least by default, to the home screen, which we will discuss in the very next movie.